Mat, you are the CMO, it's fancy, isn't it, of JustEat.com. Can you tell us a little bit more about the company? How many people are you serving?
Oh, well, that's a good question. I mean, we've got, so the company's in 13 countries, from from Canada to Mexico and all sorts of places like that, as well as all around Europe, Italy, France, Spain, all over the place. And started in the first place in Denmark, and then it's now based in London. So we employ about 1,500 people. We sell millions of orders of takeaways a week around the world, and we recently floated on the London stock market last year.
Okay. Do you have some numbers about Belgium?
Belgium? No, I didn't bring numbers
We're
about Belgium.
small, but can you guess?
We've got a small team in Belgium. It's only a few people, but they are absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But I didn't bring any sales numbers in my head.
Okay. You spoke about the business culture at Just Eat. What makes it so special?
Well, it's really interesting because a lot of brands try to define their brand based on what they think the public want for their sector. So you'll see, if you look around the world of delivered food, you'll see a lot of brands which look like they're pretending to sell salad. You know, the American, they all look like, you know, cafes or whatever, and they're really selling a lie, because actually we all know what takeaway is. It's a pleasurable treat when you've had a busy day at work. So we've always been really honest with ourselves about what it is that we sell, and don't try to pretend that it's anything else. So in terms of how we develop that as a story, internally we are, you know, it's a good fun organisation because it started in Denmark. That's really instilled in its DNA a kind of real fighty, Viking fun spirit to the company. It's a really good fun company. A really good team right the way around the world, fun people that are really working hard and very entrepreneurial around, especially because most of the countries around the world they're growing companies, so they're very entrepreneurial people. So that makes a culture that's really fun and fast. So when you come to develop the brand, we took that kind of fun, fast, creative culture and then try to make that into the brand story, rather than try and work out what we should do because the world says that food should look like this. We ignored that and came inside out rather than outside in.
Yeah, you talked about the why, not the what. Can you, in one sentence?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really interesting that you'll see that, you know, a lot of commercial people in businesses think that an advert, be it on television or on Facebook, should literally explain what your product does. And there's a place for that. But the problem with that stuff is that no one remembers it 5 minutes later. Who cares what your product does? I don't care about you or your product. I'm on Facebook to talk to my friends, or I'm watching TV because I want to watch Game of Thrones. I don't care. So just explaining what you do assumes that anyone gives a monkeys. It's a British expression. But they don't give it, but no one cares. So actually what you've got to do is try and find a way of getting them to notice you and care about your message. And that's where the emotional why messages are more useful for building a long-term profitable business rather than
so
short-term.
Basically Just Eat is doing the exact same thing like Apple and Dove, you told us? That's true?
Yeah, so I mean Dove is a great example of a product which is in the beauty sector, which is very Hollywood, glamour, Paris, gold, and it's gone in there and gone, you all look the same. Everyone looks the same. We're going to do something the total opposite. We're going to show normal women without makeup on and be for natural beauty and natural people and natural body shapes. So they really stood up for something. Now, if they'd have gone out and done loads of research and, you know, if you'd started a new company going, well, everyone else is glamorous, we should be glamorous, they wouldn't have got anywhere with that brand position. But as it is, it's been a fantastic brand position for Dove and worked very well for them.
Yeah. All right. What is the secret marketing sauce at Just Eat? Is it not being boring, or is it deeper than that?
I mean, not being boring helps a lot. I mean, because everyone can, okay, we can talk about performance marketing and PPC and we do all of that stuff, but everyone else is doing that stuff. So you've all got an advert on Facebook that's been optimized by user audiences, blah, 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 blah. But But if your advert's not is funny as well,
Yeah.
then people give a monkeys and will notice it. Whereas if yours just says, we sell pizza, order some tonight, whatever, skip, I don't mentally take it in, I don't look at it. So it's not as simple as just don't be boring, because that leaves almost a triviality. There's a reason for our message, which is that we want people to reconsider how they're going to get fed tonight. If you've had a long day at work and you're tired and you're not in the mood for cooking, there is an alternative, and that's the fundamental thing we're trying to get you to think about, that we can deliver the food for you. So there's a reason behind our silliness. It's not silliness for the sake of silliness, which I think is another trap that brands fall into.
Okay. You talked about the ideas of employees form the brand strategy. Can you explain a little?
The triangle?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we did to come up with our brand is we did lots of workshops in the company. So what we did there was we get people from all around the business, from sales, finance, even law, even though they're really boring, like finance people, they're really, really boring. And they know they're boring.
I'm not saying that.
They're really dull people.
Okay.
They'll accept that. They know I'm not upsetting them because they know they're boring. But we'll get all of those people in the same process. So very few people from marketing in the process. And almost the people in marketing, they're just to guide the process. And actually we want to know the personality of all of these people and what they believe the company should be. So we do lots and lots of workshops on working out. The first thing, we try and work out what we believe as a product. So we believed, when we come up with this campaign, we believe that cooking is rubbish and a massive pain in the arse. We don't like it. And it's really a big chore. We don't like doing it. It's a chore. We're not even very good at it. Why bother? You should don't cook, just eat. So that's what we believe. That means that we believe our product should be simple and we shouldn't be trying to upsell and complicate you, because we understand that if you not want to cook, you're tired and stressed out and you want to get through the process as quick as possible. And we know that, and therefore we work out that our personality from all of these people, even the boring finance people, are spirited, mischievous, and slightly rebellious. Even the finance people.
Yeah, no marketing at all.
We have a few people in marketing to shepherd the process, but really this raw material we collect from everyone in the business.
All right, this is the future of marketing for you.
That's how I would do it every time personally. It's every company's different, but that's for me, because the thing, if you go inside out and you've got 1,000 people that work for you, that means that you have 1,000 people in the marketing department, because they all believe and subscribe to the message that ultimately marketing puts out there, because it was their message. They're the spirited, mischievous people. They're the ones that think cooking is rubbish. They're the ones that think our product should be simple. So they all believe in the same triangle, and therefore everyone's pulling in the same direction. And there's nothing worse than being in a business where you've got an ad campaign and only about 4 people in marketing like it, and the rest of the business again don't like our new advert. Oh, it's rubbish.
They're not proud of it.
They're not proud of it. They're not. Whereas if everyone loves the advert, everyone's tweeting about it. They're sharing it with their friends. They're ambassadors for the campaign. It's their advert. It's not the marketing department's advert then.
Okay. The future of Just Eat, is it just this, or will it be a little bit bigger or smaller? I don't know.
Be massively bigger, obviously.
Massively bigger.
I don't know. We at the moment, I think it's like 10-15% of the market in Europe, if that, is using the internet to order takeaway. So there's a ton of potential there for takeaway ordering. Beyond takeaway ordering, we really believe in empowering customers to make a really good decision about what they're eating tonight. That's our passion. So we've got a lot of tools and a lot of apps that we're developing that empower you as the public to make sure that you get a great experience this evening. And that could be collection, it could be delivered to your house, or whatever it might be.
All right, thank you. That was it.
Thank you.